So I feel as if Western teachings and the way things are philosophized keeps you focused solely on things outside yourself when you really need to be looking inward, which is my whole point.
Connecting with yourself.
Connecting with yourself. And then you will have a better understanding as to why you keep coming back and why you're going through what you're going through. I believe it's all, well, I know it is based off of lessons. Greetings and welcome to Vybz and Tribe Podcast. My name is Amaru and this is my gorgeous wife, Shana.
Thank you, handsome. And we are our Essence of Serenity. And again, this is our podcast where we like to sip tea and invite you to the table for various conversations. Would you like to tell the people what we're sipping on?
Today we are sipping on green tea.
Yes. So to go ahead and jump right into the topic. So many of us, I'm sure, have asked this question. I'm sure as you've gotten more seasoned, and what I mean by seasoned is as you've gotten older. Like, what is this all for? When it comes to just life, period, the stuff that we endure from the good to the bad, from the things that's neither good nor bad, it just is what it is. Like, what is it all for? What does it mean? So today we will be talking about what we feel, our opinion. In case you get people that disagree, we're not speaking for everybody, but what we think it all means. So I know for me, one of the things that I've kind of thought, and once again with this, I'm not sure, but it's just an opinion, is that we're here to experience life. And when I say experience life, when it comes to, experiencing, family, experiencing friends, school, work, your passions, things that you dislike, even certain people that you perceive as your enemies, we experience those things because those things are meant in some kind of way for us to figure out how to stay connected to ourselves. And I feel like in the way that we stay connected to ourselves is that really just analyzing the things in your life and the things that take place and what do those things say about you? Meaning when it comes to the people that you attract, what does that say about you? Even when it comes to the people that you're not to that you don't attract in your life, it's kind of like y'all just don't click. Why is that? And I feel like that's meant for you to learn more stuff about yourself. And in all of that, it makes you connect more with yourself. But before we go any further, let's hear a quick word from my sponsors. This video is sponsored by Vybz, which is a holistic line created by our Essence of Serenity. The Relaxation Butter is a moisturizing butter that is infused with catnip. Catnip is known to provide a calming effect and aids with skin irritation. Our Relaxation Butter also has shea butter, which is known to aid with stretch marks, dry skin, dandruff, prevent cell damage, enhance skin texture, and more. We've also included oils such as jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, and more. Not only is our Relaxation Butter beneficial for the skin, but it's also beneficial for the hair as it reduces split ends, makes the hair shinier, and provides moisture to the hair. To read more about our Relaxation Butter, be sure to check out our website, www.ouressenceofserenity.net, under the Vybz tab.
And we are back.
Yes. So what you think, sweetness?
So my take on the whole subject is I truly feel as if life is based off a journey. And even though this platform is more so generalized around relationships and things that people can relate to, but we are spiritually driven. Mm-hmm. So I say that to say I feel as if we keep coming back based off of reincarnation. I'm a true believer in reincarnation. I believe that each time we come is based off a trial and tribulation of something we didn't figure out in the past lifetime. People who know me, they've always seen me as an individual of an old soul, which means I know that I've been here several times. Yeah. And based off of that, I feel more and more the experiences is what gets you to that end point. because I don't believe we're supposed to be coming back, especially like within the human form, this human experience. I truly feel this is the ultimate form of life where we differentiate from animals, which is based off of choice. They're driven off of instinct, and we are given choice. And choice can not necessarily complex the whole scenario of what life is all about, but it does make it more meaningful, and it makes it more of a challenge based off of, have you learned, or are you just gonna keep taking this loop over and over and over again? So yeah.
I like that it's kind of like an ongoing journey until
Yeah.
you graduate, because a lot of people like to liken, like, I won't say a lot of people, but some people like to liken the whole human experience to something bad.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's anything bad. I don't think that it's like, oh, where you weren't good enough to be this particular, I guess, thing or person. Well, not even person, because that's a human, but be something other than a human in this lifetime. I think that, being a human is just as significant as anything else that exists in this lifetime. But okay, I see what you mean. It's like an ongoing, which is true, because I also believe in reincarnation. So when you tie it in that way as well.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, to piggyback off what you said about choice, sometimes we think that, and this ties into what does this all mean. I think one of the things that, and I think it's, when I say this, it's because it's more simple for us to think this way, that okay, we put this choice is placed in the good category, this choice that we made is placed in the bad category, and I don't think that's always the case. I think that you can have multiple choices and decisions that you can make, and it not be that, okay, if you this one is the only one that's right, any other choices and decisions that you make is wrong. Because if you think about it like this, when you're trying to get to a particular place, like we live here in Houston. So Houston is very big. So a lot of the places that you travel to, there are several different routes that you could take to get to that very point. So that's another thing that I think ties into why we're all here, is for us to what is this all about, shall I say, is for us to also understand that sometimes we can get so caught up on trying not to make a mistake. Right. Okay, if I do this, then this not going to work out. If I do that, and you may just find that, hey, there is no right or wrong. It's just, once again, because you are supposed to be connected with yourself, you have to know that as long as your intentions is to make the best choice and decision for you, then that's what will be made. Even if it don't seem like it in the beginning that it was the right decision, there's always a lesson in everything. So
Yeah, I feel more so when speaking on the journey, we also need to embrace the fact that it's all about balance. Yeah. It's about the duality, like she was saying, the rights and the wrongs. You can learn from both perspectives, and both perspectives are linear when it comes to the outcomes and the results of why it happened and how you handled the situation. So it really is based off how you view certain situations that you deal with on a daily basis. And I mean, like I said, we keep it general, but this is more so in the situation of also utilizing religion, which is something that people use as a foundation, but they don't necessarily stand strong on. Case in point, people who have their gods that they believe in, you have to realize that you're not just a human being. If you're from God, then that means that you are of God, which means you have certain traits and abilities that you necessarily haven't acknowledged or tapped into. But we're going to keep that vague.
And that's not to say that you are God. It's just
Right.
like you come from your parents. You're not your parents,
Exactly.
but you are a part of your parents.
Exactly.
Certain traits and stuff that they have, you inherited that from your parents.
So I feel as if Western teachings and the way things are philosophized keeps you focused solely on things outside yourself, when you really need to be looking inward, which is my whole point.
Connecting with yourself. And then you will have a better understanding as to why you keep coming back and why you're going through what you're going through. I believe it's all, well, I know it is based off of lessons. Have you truly learned why you're here? Yeah.
So, yeah.
So in it all, I think that when we learn to stop questioning, trying to find that one right answer, because I believe we serve several different purposes in a lifetime. When we stop trying to find that one answer that's going to sum it up all for us, I think that when we stop doing that and we start to more so just look at the things in our life and the things that we do and that we don't do, and see what does this say about me? then you're starting to more and more get to know yourself and then connect with yourself. And that's when you will find your answer as far as what does this all mean when it comes to you? Because it means something. Our purpose is here. And its purposes, its purposes, I can say plural. Okay. I don't want to make them no words. But you'll find it's kind of like everybody's answer to that question is different.
Yep.
You know, and I feel like there's several answers to it, but it's kind of like kind of like if you have subtitles, but it's all under the main title. So it's like you'll have several different things. You can call them little mini answers that'll lead to the overall answer for you. So I hope that makes sense. But before we close out, I do want to make mention that we do have our book, The Evolve You, Becoming Your Next Version of You. There are several different versions of this book. So we will have them linked down below. For those of you that have supported us, we greatly appreciate it. We received some awesome feedback. We're very appreciative that the book is serving the purpose that it's meant to serve. And it's basically like a tool to help walk you through, your transition, because we believe that you experience several different versions of yourself throughout this lifetime. So this is something that kind of makes it easy for you to go through the process, but then it also makes you go deep with yourself. So at this time, we would like to invite you all to like this video. Make sure that you share, comment, subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we post content. Also, I feel like I'm leaving something out. Make sure that you check out our social medias that will be linked down below. I feel like I'm leaving something out, but is there anything you want to say?
No, I think we pretty much emphasized the main things as far as,
Okay.
how they can reach us and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. So until next time, you all take care. And what do they need to do, Handsome?
Acknowledge that there's beauty in the struggle, and y'all stay lifted.
Yes, yes.